Hi, my beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. Sorry I've been a little MIA the past week or so. A lot has just been transpiring around the holidays. I hope everybody had a wonderful and blessed Christmas for those of you who do celebrate in the States. I wanted to go ahead and go over the weekly astrological updates for the next 2 weeks as we close out December. And start a brand new year, collective. So let's go ahead and dive in. Yesterday, December 29th, we had Chiron station direct in Aries. Okay, so coming into this week, this means deep soul wounds as well as wounds within our psyche. Okay, so when it is direct in Aries, this talks about self. So this could bring up a lot of emotions, tenderness, and grief from within that really starts to surface, especially with this black moon in Capricorn, which is today. With the black moon in Capricorn, this is actually the last new moon of the year of 2024. Okay, and it is happening at 5:26 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at 9 degrees. So this new moon literally comes out of this big cosmic conversation that's been happening with Mercury opposite Jupiter, and they've been square Saturn. Okay, Saturn is actually sextile this new moon. So we have the sun and the moon at 9 degrees Capricorn, and they're talking to Saturn, which is at 14 degrees in Pisces. And they're also talking to Jupiter. Okay, so this conversation has been a bit for us, especially in our minds, okay? So we're shifting into this week ahead with a lot of racing thoughts, a lot of different directions of thoughts that kind of affect how we interact with others and how we relate to them as well as our relationships. So with this new moon in Capricorn, remember, collective, this is all about the lunar cycle, which asks us to go within, to get quiet to the outside world and come back home to ourselves. This new moon is asking us to take stock of ourselves, asking us to look at where we're at on our path, listening deeply to ourselves, to nature, to the earth-based wisdom, to really listen to how our path wants us to align to our structures. And lo and behold, guess who controls the structures is nothing more than that Saturn who's been in this conversation for the past week leading up to this moment, collective. So that Saturn in Pisces is asking us to clear up and clean out and really get real about our path and how we're moving on our spiritual path, especially because it's in Pisces. Pisces is all about spirituality, inner wisdom, intuition. It's very dreamy, okay? So we're being asked to get real about this path and how we're moving towards our spiritual journey, okay? And this is really about the need for us to look how far we've come, but most importantly, how we need to become attuned to the structures for our spiritual path so we can journey where we're going. Now, 2025, this calling will most likely get more clearer for you, collective, as we proceed through the year. Okay, you're going to feel this calling get louder and more clearer for you. So you will know exactly where you are headed on your spiritual journey. January 2nd, we have Venus in Pisces, which marks a significant shift in energy that resonates deeply with emotions and creativity. Okay, this transit invites us to explore the depths of compassion and romance. Venus, being the planet of love, beauty, and harmony, finds itself at home in the gentle waters of Pisces. Pisces is a sign ruled by Neptune, known for its dreamy and mystical qualities. This combination really enhances our ability to connect with others on a soulful level. Okay, as Venus does move through Pisces, it brings a heightened sense of empathy and understanding. Relationships may feel more profound with an increased desire for emotional intimacy and connection. The compassionate nature of Pisces encourages us to be more forgiving and open-hearted. It's a time when acts of kindness and gestures of love can have a powerful impact on those around us. Creativity flourishes during this transit as well, collective. This is an ideal time to explore creative projects or simply just allow yourself to daydream and let your imagination roam free. While this period can be incredibly enriching, it also presents challenges. Okay, so the dreamy nature of Pisces might lead to blurred boundaries or unrealistic expectations in relationships. Okay, so it is important, collective, to remain grounded and aware of the difference between fantasy and reality, being mindful of these tendencies, which can help navigate potential pitfalls while still embracing the beauty of this transit in which it does offer us. On January 6th, Mars actually retrogrades back into Cancer. This transit will last from January 6th to February 23rd. This is an opportunity to consider how you've been exerting your energy to nurture your bonds with loved ones and home life. Okay, so really addressing underlying angers or frustrations with family members, which can ultimately set the stage for more happiness and stability as well as harmony. Okay, with this backspin in Mars and Cancer, this is all about becoming more aware of how you're tending to your emotional well-being as well. So realizations that arise now could empower you to become more forthcoming about your needs, which in turn can lead to feeling seen and fulfilled. On January 8th, we do have Mercury in Capricorn, which is full of blessings and benefits, collective. This transit always does happen near the new year, and it does bless us with grounded, goal-oriented energy to kind of just help make and keep our resolutions. Okay, Mercury in Capricorn is all about the planning, the building, the discipline, the structure, and more of that pragmatic thinking. Capricorn is also known as the businessman of the zodiac, with its sights set on efficiency and success. So it's really about keeping your eye on the prize and having that no-nonsense mindset. Okay, and while Mercury spends time here, we're being inspired to think and act in ways that will help us reach our goals. Capricorn's influence actually clears up our thoughts, helping us hone in on the most important and fruitful ideas that we do have. Okay, so we're all also able to be more direct in our communication during this transit and really cutting down on misunderstandings and wasted time. Now, while we do have all these beautiful astrological energies and transitions taking place, the one auspicious day that I feel, and this is always my favorite day, January 11th, but this does mark the North Node and South Node transit. So they're doing a pivot. Okay, they're moving. North Node moves into Pisces from Aries, and South Node moves from Libra to Virgo. Okay, so these points are a fate, collective. North Node in Pisces is the life path focused on embracing compassion, intuition, spirituality, and surrendering to the flow of life, encouraging individuals to really tap into their creative expression and connect deeply with others on a soulful level, often requiring them to let go of the control and embrace the unknown. Okay, now the opposite, South Node in Virgo, would then represent a need to balance with this practicality and attention to detail. Remember, collective, the North Node is where we are going, and the South Node is where we've been and where we're coming from. So really take a look at your birth charts and see where your destined path lies for you and work towards journeying in that direction. So moving forward to January 13th, we do have the first full moon of 2025. This January full moon is in Cancer, and it is called the Wolf Moon. Okay, this full moon brings intimacy and understandings to our closest relationships. It's a great time to spend with family or loved ones. Okay, the full moon collective, as we all know, is a time of culmination and the promise of fulfillment, of which was started at the new moon. So today, whatever seeds and intentions and manifestations that you planted for today on the new moon in Capricorn is coming to a culmination January 13th. Okay, it is a time of, it can really be like an emotional time too, a time of romance, fertilization, and relationships. The Cancer Capricorn polarity, because we do have the archetypes of Capricorn being gravitated towards relationships and environments, which does promise that longevity and security. And then we have Cancer as the archetype here that creates the space and emotional safety required for true vulnerability and acceptance. So with the Cancer Capricorn polarity, this deals with the balance between the private life, domestic life, the need for a home base and nurturance. Okay, and this is all represented by that Cancer versus the public life, career, reputation, and accountability, really represented by the Capricorn, being pragmatic and practical, okay, and really grounded. So the Cancer moon encourages us to value our home base and our roots, while Capricorn persuades us to consider our sense of duty and responsibility along public lines. This full moon is really about balancing our commitment to our career and families. Something has really been building inside of us. And now is the time when the energy of the cosmos fairly demands that we just let it all out, collective. Okay, so over the next 2 weeks, we will discover what this truly means for us. For now, we can't sit on our feelings. It's that need to just want to express them and just let everything out, okay? Something is coming to that culmination of being exposed or illuminated on this day as well, which is going to be prompting us to really get in touch with those things in our personal lives that we may have been neglecting or even just putting off. So with so much attention to our relationships, careers, and personal plans these days, a push for really considering our emotional needs occurs now. This is a time to clear up past patterns that have been holding us back from personal fulfillment, particularly those that are home or family centered or that revolve around the work-home balance and attitudes towards comfort and responsibility. So this wolf moon really harmonizes with Uranus, Neptune, and the moon's nodes, and we can really feel a wonderful sense of mission and progress on this day. Our revelations are pivotal and very growth-oriented. So my beauties, that is all I do have for you guys for the astrological updates for the first half of January as we go ahead and kick off this new year. I'm super excited. Also, don't forget that today is the new moon in Capricorn collective. So Capricorn, again, is the sign of ambition, building, and hard work. Okay, the energy is solid and rigid. The new moon in Capricorn is a very powerful lunation that comes towards the end of each year and marks arguably The best moment annually to make a list of hopes, dreams, ambitions, and intentions for your year ahead. Okay, so really go ahead and set your intentions, do your spiritual rituals, light a candle, meditate, take a spiritual bath, really get grounded, journal, and just go within today. You know, it doesn't even have to be an all day thing, but go in today and, you know, get real with yourself on a deep soul level, and set your intentions for how you want to go ahead and kick off 2025. So again, that is all I have for you guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, love and light.